Hi there, and welcome to another exciting edition of the Ask Dr. Jack show. I am Dr. Belitz, your host and answerer of all questions that come to us. Today, we are going to talk about clearing your mind. We are seeing a very increased amount of buzzing activity in people's brains all day long, because if they're not out driving their car, their heads and noses are in their phones. They're just basically overstimulated, and that's leading to a lot of stress issues, and we've lost the ability to clear our minds. So I have some helpful hints and tricks to help you do that. 5 different ways. So the first one is turn off your alerts for your phone. There's no need for them. You can open up the individual programs every once in a while, like a couple times during the day, and then figure out what needs to be addressed and then come back to it. You don't need this phone constantly buzzing at you every time you get an email or an alert or a Snapchat thing or a Facebook post. No need for any of that stuff. Just do it manually. Second thing, write out your to-do list. If there are things that are important that you need to do, write them out and then prioritize them. Give them a 1, 2, or 3. Number 1 is something that needs to be done right now or there's consequences. Number 2 is something that needs to be done but not a huge deal if you don't get it done. And number 3 is just something that, hey, I'd like to get it done if I have time. Prioritization is a huge, important part of list writing, and a lot of people forget about that step. The next one is stop trying to multitask. Studies after study after study lately has showed us that multitasking is really not happening in the human brain. People can't multitask. They can only do one thing at a time. So when you think you're multitasking, all your brain is doing is going here to there, or there to there. You're not actually doing 2 things at once. So stop thinking that you are and run your life accordingly. Just do one thing, get it done, and then move on to the next thing. You will not believe how much stress that will take off your life. The next thing, schedule some time to breathe. We forget that breathing is important. And if you can just take a few seconds to calm down in between tasks or in the middle of a task, you'll be much more efficient and much more able to complete the tasks that you're doing, rather than thinking that if I just get through that minute and not take that break, that I'll get a lot more done. You won't. You'll actually get less done. So take a few minutes to breathe throughout the day. The last one is you got to connect with your body. One thing that people do not realize is that stress gets held in your body. And if you are ignoring your body and allowing that stress to build and build and build, then it's going to do damage not only to your nervous system, but also to your immune system, to everything. Your muscles are going to be overworked. It's just not a good thing to do. You need to realize when you're stressed out, and when you are, you need to take a few seconds and stretch out so you get rid of that. Now, if you've lost the ability to connect with that, that's something that we can help you with at this office. We do a very advanced type of chiropractic called network spinal analysis, and it is absolutely amazing at getting you back in touch with your body and making or allowing your brain to function at a much higher level. People under this type of care have much better quality of life than anything that has been documented study-wise right now. In fact, so much so, there are actually 5 medical schools across the world studying the effects of this particular form of chiropractic on the human body, because the effects it has have not been duplicated by anything else. So if you are in a stressful job, or if you just have a lot of stress in your family because you're a mom and you've got a number of kids that have to go different places, getting involved in this work is a great way to make you more able to be present in the moment that you're doing things, and more able to be more efficient at getting jobs done. That's it for this episode of the Ask Dr. Jack Show. If you are interested in any of the stuff that we're talking about, want clarification, maybe you want to find out how stressed you are and if the stress that you're under is actually affecting your health. I've got a lot of people that come in and say, I've been kind of sickly. Does this have anything to do with it? We have a computerized examination that can do exactly that. If you mention this episode of the Ask Dr. Jack Show, we will put you on that exam at no charge to you. So call the office, 402-333-4848. Get an appointment, get the exam done, see if you're doing well, and if you're not, figure out what it's going to take to get you back to where you should be. If you have any questions, call the office. If you would like to email us, the email is askdrjackb, that's BEE, @gmail.com, or you can just walk into the office and ask me your questions yourself. Remember, I'm not here to give you medical advice. I'm here to give you great information that you can use to make intelligent decisions that are best for you and your health in your body. Have a very happy and healthy day, and I'll see you in the next episode.